What is this rubber oval thing in a first aid kit, last used in the 1960s? I bought this one as part of an auction lot here in Nottingham, England. I deal in art and antiques, and my job is quite literally buying cool old stuff. I genuinely have no idea, and Google Lens tells me it's a terracotta incense burner, even when I say it is made of rubber. Has anybody seen these before, or know what these would have been used for? It's an antique toe separator. It goes between the toes for bunion correction. The item even says Scholl's on it, a foot care brand after William Scholl. He was a podiatrist who invented lots of corrective footwear. It was patented on March 14, 1912, by William Scholl's brother, Frank Scholl. I don't think it was originally a part of the kit. More likely someone just put it here to keep with health-related items. What is this super tiny metal spoon I found outside? It's comically small, and there are markings at the bottom of the handle, some type of East Asian wording. I'm assuming that finding it outside in the area I did, it might have been used for drugs. What is its purpose? I have this spoon, but mine has a different pattern stamped in the handle. It's a brass ink spoon that came with a Chinese calligraphy kit that was meant for transferring ink, made from condensed stick pigment in an inkstone to an ink pot for use with brushes. The kit was one of those small square boxes of desktop items meant for gifts that you can find in a lot of bookstores. What is this brass wired metal disc hanging under the seating in an old concert recital hall? Around 5 inches in diameter, it's sort of fan blade on one side, and flat and flocked or fabric covered on the other side. It could be a century old, or an addition anytime since then, but definitely on the older side from the look of the wiring. The blades curve in, and I don't think the blades spin in any way, based on the wire connections. All of my searches for metal fan blades with various combination of wiring are really just showing me historic fans for air circulation. I'm thinking it could be sound related. Any ideas? It's an antique floor tread, a foot switch meant to go under the carpet. It was patented on September 6, 1904 by William J. Tonkin for the Ansonia Electrical Company of Ansonia, Connecticut. These were primarily sold as a butler or maid call bell. It was designed to be stepped on, which activates an internal mechanism to ring an alarm bell. In this instance, it was probably for a signaling light or bell in the operation of the theater. What is this cast iron measuring device of some kind, possibly missing a part? I'm thinking it's a woodworking tool. The green knob has an awl sort of thing on the other side, and most parts move in ways that I think should be discernible from the pictures. I'm not sure how to describe or really search for information on it beyond the info I listed. It seems like it's meant to be attached to a vise, and is maybe for charting out cut lines, but beyond that, I'm lost. Any ideas? It's a pantograph for a mid-century Hermes engravograph, a classic mechanical engraving machine widely used from the mid-20th century through the early 2000s. It was patented on September 13, 1949, by Gerhard G. Gruetner for the New Hermes Engraving Machine Corporation of New York City. The scales are ascending and descending to make letters and numbers smaller or larger. The operator traces letters or shapes from a template, and the machine mechanically reduces or enlarges the movement to cut the same design onto metal or plastic. What is this license plate for something I found in the woods? It says 1963 Millen GA. The shape is different for a license plate, but the colors are right for that time period. I'm guessing maybe a street sign, or probably a novelty plate that a store in that town sold. Any history or extra information is helpful, thank you. It's a municipal city vehicle tag from Millen, Georgia, dated 1963. In the 1940s to the 1960s, many Georgia towns issued their own small metal tags for residents' cars in addition to the state plate. They were mounted on or near the front bumper and showed you'd paid the city auto tax or license for that year. The layout on yours with the year at the left city name across the middle, and a serial number, matches known Georgia city tags. So, you found a little bit of local history. This has been a family mystery for quite some time now. No one knows what it is. My grandparents thought it might be like a leather punch or something. It's got like a sharp point on it. Then in the middle of the point, there is a little piece that slides up and down. It seems to be more like something to puncture something with. Any ideas? It's a 1920s animal vaccine injector, used for blackleg injection, a vaccine administered to cattle and sheep to protect them from blackleg, a highly fatal bacterial disease caused by Clostridium shoveae, which is found in soil. The disease has a very high mortality rate, often killing the animal quickly. The injection stimulates the animal's immune system to build a defense against the bacteria that cause gas gangrene and tissue death. What is this part of a waiter statue in Malta? We can't figure out what it is, and the staff had no idea either. It has a small cylindrical cup at the end of a long flexible shaft. Any ideas would be cool to hear. It's a sherry venencia, an implement used for pulling sherry samples from the aging barrels in the cellars. It is dropped into the barrels through the bunghole to break through the protective yeast called floor that covers the aging wine. It is then poured into a glass from above head height. Some form of venencia has been used since ancient times, as noted in Greek mosaics. The modern implement is usually dated back to the 19th century or before, wherein it was used to take out sherry samples for merchants. What are these three reddish-brown pill-shaped pieces found loose in a single-gang electrical box of a three-way push-button light switch that was installed in a Sears kit? The house was built sometime between 1908 and 1920, and the light switch was a Perkins and had a patent date of November 1897. Any idea, please? It's a type of varnish or shellac that was used to insulate the contacts on the back of the porcelain switch. Here's one that shows it in place. It also shows one missing, which is why yours has the indents in it. It's a relief for the screw heads. Over time, it shrinks and can fall out of the switches, especially if heat is involved. What is this item I found in my late father's garage? Everyone I asked has no idea what it is or hasn't seen one before. Around 14 inches long, with wires connected to it, and has words per minute in hundreds stamped on it. Someone said it's a typewriter typing speed test machine missing the legs, but I'm not 100% convinced. Anyone got a good idea? Please let us know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.